Michaela Strachan, and today I've come to meet some of the animals here at the Fall Farm Animal Rescue Centre. Now, as most of you will know, an animal sanctuary or rescue centre is a place that gives animals in need a loving and safe home. Now, all of the animals that you see here are very happy, but a lot of them have come from very sad lives. These gorgeous rabbits are called Flick and Finn, and they were abandoned by their previous owner. They were actually found in a box on the side of the road. Unfortunately, somebody very kind found them and brought them here to the sanctuary. We don't really know why they were abandoned. Perhaps they just got too big for their owners. When they bought them maybe from a pet shop, they looked like cute little bunnies, and now, as you can see, they really are quite a size. This fluffy little cat is called Elsie. Now, Elsie, very sadly, was in a car accident which left her with a lot of injuries, including losing her tail. And her owners didn't think that they could look after her properly with her injuries, and so brought her in here to the sanctuary. Now, she won't be rehomed. She'll stay here and live out the rest of her life in the grounds. She's absolutely gorgeous. But you know, if you live by a busy road, it's not a good idea to have a cat. So many of them are involved in car accidents. And in fact, the sanctuary won't rehome cats into houses that are on busy roads because of that reason. Now, we share the world with all sorts of animals. Some, like the ones you see here at the centre, are used to living with people as pets or companion animals. Others are wild animals. In this film, we're going to find out about both of these types of animals, where they live and some of the amazing things that they can do. And we're going to look at some of the things that we can all do to help make their lives better. Let's have a look at what it means to be animal kind. The world is full of wonderful and varied animals who come in many shapes and sizes. There are insects, such as these ants, spiders like these tarantulas, fish, such as these seahorses, amphibians like these frogs, reptiles such as this snake, birds like this pigeon, and mammals such as dogs and cats. And of course, me and you, humans. All wild animals belong in their own habitat. It's the place where they feel at home because they have adapted to fit in with their surroundings. Some live on the earth, some in the sea, some in the air, some like cold places, and others roam across hot deserts. They've all adapted to their habitats in various ways and are able to do lots of amazing things, often things that we can't do at all. These fantastic abilities help them to survive in the wild. Weaver birds make their homes by threading twigs together to make a very strong nest, and they don't have a plan to work from. Pigs have an amazing sense of smell, and they can use their powerful noses to find food buried deep in the ground. Now, we need a torch to see when there's no light, but bats are able to fly in the dark and find their way by using their own radar. It's called echolocation. They make high-pitched sounds like clicks that we can't hear. These sounds bounce back off things in the dark. The sound waves that come back are picked up by their excellent hearing, and they form a sound picture of what's in front of them. Although they don't use languages in the way we do, animals can communicate in many different ways. Take honeybees. They fly around the countryside looking for flowers that contain the sugary nectar which they collect to make honey. It's hard work and they need to work as a team. If a bee finds some good flowers, they fly back to the hive where they tell other bees where to find the nectar-filled flowers by doing a special dance called the waggle dance. Humpback whales are able to call to each other over vast distances. They make loud, low-pitched sounds called whale songs that travel through the ocean water. Researchers believe that some of these low-frequency sounds can travel more than 10,000 miles. Now, they don't have to go to school, but animals often teach each other things. This crow has learned how to use a stick as a tool to get food. Young birds learn from their elders how to sing properly. And this orangutan has learnt from experience how to make his own umbrella to shelter himself from the rain. The more we learn about animals' abilities, the more we realise how amazing they are. Can you think of any other amazing things that animals can do that we can't? There are certain things that we all need to stay healthy and happy. Just like us, nearly all animals need to breathe and eat enough food and drink enough, as otherwise they would die. Animals have feelings and emotions just like us and have other needs as well. Young animals like to play and have fun. Animals like this cat need a home where they feel safe and secure. Like us, animals need medical care when they become ill. To stay healthy and happy, animals need an opportunity for exercise. When the things they need are not there, animals become unhappy. This dog is bored and unhappy because there's no one at home to take him for a walk. This monkey is sad because she's lonely in the zoo enclosure. She's all by herself and without company. This rabbit is sad because his hutch is dirty and too small so he can't exercise. Animal parents have strong feelings about their babies and will go to great lengths to protect them. This is a male bullfrog saving his tadpoles. What are some of the feelings that you and animals share? Well, animals have feelings just like us, so we should never harm them. In fact, we can do more than that. We can be kind and helpful to animals and try and make their lives better. We can all avoid harming even the smallest of creatures, like snails and spiders. I mean, look at these. These look like empty shells, but inside there is a live animal. So certainly never stand on a snail. Instead, pick them up and gently move them out of harm's way. We can also help wild animals that live around us by making sure that we don't leave our litter lying around, which can harm them. You know, many animals get hurt and trapped in things like metal cans. You know, you've got a hedgehog, sees something in the metal can it wants to eat, goes in and gets its head stuck, and it's not a very nice ending. Or things like these bottle binders. You can imagine an animal goes through and it gets that trapped around it and it starts to strangle them around their neck. So the best thing to do is recycle your rubbish. But if you're not going to recycle it, you're going to chuck it away, then crush the cans and cut things like this up so they don't harm wildlife. You can also make animal homes to attract wildlife, maybe into your school grounds or your garden at home. Things like this. Now, this is a hedgehog home. You can buy one of these in a garden centre, or you can make your own. And in goes the hedgehog. He's a little bit big to get in this one. Squash him in, and he's got a nice little home. Or something like this, which is an insect home. Or you can get bird boxes and bird tables. All those things really help wildlife in your garden or at school. You can also be animal kind by giving a new home to an animal that needs it. Don't go to a pet shop or a breeder. Come to a rescue centre like this, because there are so many animals that need a new home.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
We're here to pick up Benny.
Oh, brilliant. He's going home today, isn't he?
Yes.
And here's Benny for you.
Oh, he's going to have a lovely time with us, isn't he?
Have you got everything you need?
We have, yes, haven't we, Phoebe?
We've got comfy beds and bowl and toys and treats for him.
And we've also got him booked in for some training classes, teach him a few manners. We're just really glad that we came to a rescue centre, and we know there's so many unwanted animals in rescue centres around the country.
Would you like to take him for a walk?
Yeah!
Okay, should we take him home then, Phoebe?
Yeah!
Yay, come on then. Thanks ever so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Come on then, Benny.
Isn't it great to see a happy ending? It's always great to see an abandoned pet get a new loving home. And hopefully for Cherry the Greyhound, it won't be long before you get new lovely owners too. Now, the animals here at the Rehoming Centre are very well cared for, but most of them are still looking for a proper home. Having an animal at home is certainly a lot of fun and it's very rewarding, but it's a serious responsibility. So before even thinking of having a pet and taking an animal home, you need to think very carefully. You need to make sure that you can look after them properly and give them everything that they need. And you'll have to look after them for their whole lives, not just a few months or years. You've got to remember, some animals do live for a long time. It's wonderful to care for the animals in our world and to see the world through their eyes. Whether we have pets at home or not, we can all help to look after animals in their homes. Can you think of any other examples of ways in which we can help animals and how you can be animal kind?